We are back for Mr. Jeffrey's Algebra 1. Hadn't done this in a hot minute, so I've had to redo some of my lessons because last time it was during the COVID season and you didn't only got to see this sometimes because I had a mask. But we all agree this is a lot better than just the mask thing. Have a whole new group of students, 10th graders. They're sitting there. Some people are about to pee themselves because they're thinking that I'm actually running a TV show as we go. All right. So, here's the good thing about solving equations. Solving equations is perfect for teenagers. Does anybody have an idea why? By the way, the microphone doesn't pick up very far, so it won't recognize you. Anybody have an idea why? Well, thank you for trying. Thank you. Everybody else looking at me like the cast from The Walking Dead. Okay, and and then we have an announcement right in the middle of my recording. They should know better that this is a high dollar operation here. All right. The reason why solving equations are perfect for teenagers is because you do the opposite of what you're given. Oh, oh, no, because y'all are slow. No, okay. So let's look at this. Let's see. What do these things says? The goal is to get the variable by itself using opposite operation. Now, some of y'all that were here last year, you know that when we actually get in full swing, we do this cool thing called refuel. And we can actually interact with people a little bit more. Just pick up a handout, have a seat. We're live on YouTube. Okay, so make sure you speak up real loud in the microphone. All right, so this is like when you see that group of people and there's that one person that really catches your eye and you want to get to talk to them and you want to show them your Snapchat and get their Snapchat and y'all can Snapchat it. You know, back in my day, is like, our hero was Joey Tribbiani. We would go up to somebody and go, "How you doing?" Okay, this is what we're doing. Okay, so we have to look at each thing separately and do the opposite. All right, so here is my variable. Now, some people are like, "Wow, this is very basic." This is how I teach. I teach from below the foundation all the way to the very top. And if a whole lot of people get lost on the way, I stop at that level. Okay. But you will know this, or I will open up your cranium and tattoo it on your cortex. Okay. So, what is being done to X? Yeah. And it's actually minus 12, right? The rocks in the head go rattle, rattle, rattle. Okay. The opposite is, yeah, addition or plus 12. Yeah. Perfect. All right. Now, notice it didn't say solve it. And I know some people are like, "Oh, why would you give us a problem and tell us not to solve it?" Because I know some people are like, "I've already done it because I'm just that person." Okay, so here's the deal. I'm on this one. I'm not really worried if you can add 10 and 12. We have calculators for that. I'm worried if you don't know what to do to get to this step. This is the main concept I need you to grasp. Okay. That's why your homework, we're going to go over that later. I'll preview it and all that kind of good stuff. All right. So, this is what you should be thinking. All right. Soccer, lacrosse, hockey players or fans, anybody like that in here? Okay. That covers where I went to college for the first so many years because I went to a couple of different colleges. Anyways, they had a hockey team, and I asked them, I said, "How do y'all practice hockey?" Because I know in football and basketball, you practice plays, you practice skills. They're like, "We practice situations." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And then they explained it like, "If this happens, we do this." I was like, "Perfect." Because you can't, a lot of people are like, "Oh, is this what you do for all problems?" No, it's situational. Okay. So let's look at this. On this one, here is our variable. Okay. If you have highlighters, you can highlight the variable if it helps you. Okay. I encourage that. All right. What is the opposite operation? Is Yeah, subtract. So we're going to subtract 9 from both sides, and we're going to get an answer. Now, some of y'all are going to be like, wait a minute. My teacher always told me to put the variable on the left-hand side. Okay, they were just torturing you. I'm sorry. It really doesn't matter because this and this are the same thing. Okay, and teenagers by nature are lazy, so you're going to take the easiest way to do this. Some of y'all are like, this is genius. I just thought he was funny. All right. All right. Number 2, what's the opposite operation? Ooh. I heard division, right? Okay, good. All right, now, way back in the day when I thought I was really cool when I first started teaching, and I wasn't cool, I just thought I was. I would say when the number and the variable, when it's side by side, you must divide. Okay, now, y equals, I don't know what this is. Negative 91 over negative 7. Huh, 13. It actually comes out, divides out evenly. I probably should have checked that. By the way, I'm the world's worst of giving y'all like notes and problems to do and stuff and not checking them. Because when I do it the first time, I want to be like y'all. It's the first time that I do it. Okay, that doesn't make sense. I know with every answer in the book. Y'all have had those teachers. Y'all know those teachers that think their flatulence don't stink, that they are the be all end all of math education. And really, they're just jerks. And if you're a teacher showing this in your class and you're one of those people, you might want to change. Okay. So, believe it or not, people actually do, other people besides our school do watch my videos. And wouldn't it be funny to know that a teacher that had to be absent one day found my video, only watched part of it, and loved it, and is playing it for their class, and they're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe Miss Thomason put this on here. Okay. So, all right, here's our variable. What is being done to our variable? Division. So the opposite is multiplication. All right, when it's side by side, I must divide. When it looks like a fraction, I multiply. Catch my mixtape. I really love it when y'all say mixtape, and if I were to actually show you what a mixtape looks like, you would think it was something from like the prehistoric era. Okay. Now, on your notes, I don't have a lot of places for you to put your answer. Okay. Yes. But on your test, I will tell you specifically where to put the answer. So on your test, I'm going to actually look for the answer in the space provided. And then I'm going to go back and look at your work to see how you got there to see if there's any partial credit I can add. Okay. And if it's a multi-step, if you mess up at this one step, that's where I take off the points. So if it's an 8-point problem, you might only get like -1 or -2 for getting it wrong, but all your math is right. Because the goal is to learn. Some of y'all are like, no, if I don't have an awesome grade, my parents lock me in the basement and make me use dial-up internet. I don't know. I try to, think of the worst things. All right. There's 2 ways to solve these fractions. Okay. This is one of my very favoriteest times when I would actually take a student and flip them upside down. But since I'm recording, we can't do that. We may flip somebody later. Okay. All right. So there's 2 ways to solve this. You pick what works for you. Okay. Let me say that. Okay. Hang on. You get to pick the way that works for you. Okay. I'm not going to take off because you didn't do it my way. My algebra 1 teacher, I figured out when we get the slope, you could do it a different way, get the same answers. I had 1 through 30 that night for homework. She counted every single one of them wrong because I didn't do it her way. Yeah. I've been beaten and tortured. All right, so we multiply by the bottom number. Multiply. All right, and we get those go away. We get to x equals 30. Okay, and then we would divide by the top number. Divide by 2, divide by 2. We get x equals 15. Okay, that's one way. If you don't understand this way, if you know how to do it a different way, just hang on. But it's kind of like an infomercial, Flex Seal. But wait, there's more. Okay, so there's another option. You can actually multiply it by its reciprocal. The reciprocal is the flip form of the fraction. Okay, and what's kind of cool is that it's actually the same thing, just in one step instead of two. Wow. Okay. Hey, does anybody know why Barbie's friend zone doll comes in pieces? Because it's broken. All right, so this right here, if we multiply it across, we still have 10 times 3, which is 30. We would divide by 2, we still get 15. It does not matter. Okay, one person is picking up on the joke. Everybody else is like zombies. It's awesome. Okay, you get to choose your way. And when we're actually looking at some other things, sometimes I give you guidance to make sure you're successful, and then sometimes, that's why I do stuff differently. How many of y'all are kind of like, this guy is crazy? Yeah. Oh, do I need to go back? Did I move too fast? If I move too fast or talk too fast, you have to let me know, okay? Yes, I drank a little bit more caffeine than I probably should have today because, as you take a pop off that 300 milligram energy drink, yeah, I probably needed about 6 today to get me going. But you have to let me know, okay? Can you go back? Can you say it a different way? Can you not be so weird? I can't do the last one. This is just me. All right, we all good here? Yes, no, maybe so. Catch a tiger by the toe. All right, we're going to come back to this one. Okay, we're going to come back to this. Just hang on. We're going to come back to the practice. It will be on the completed notes that I'll post in Schoology later. All right. I want to see you one two-step. All right, so two-step equations. You move the constant, the number without the letter. You would not believe how many people I have that are juniors and seniors that don't know what a constant is. Okay. Somebody's like, I got an ant constants. No, it's not what it is. All right. We're going to move it to the other side of the equal side by add, subtract. Then we're going to isolate the variable by multiply or divide. Now, this is where I like to kind of show this. Some people have a hard time seeing the equal sign. And somebody says, well, my teacher told us to build a wall and go over the wall. But whatever, okay? You can use a highlighter on your work. You could use, look, believe it or not, they make cool erasable pens now in multiple colors. Okay? You can use that. I don't care. If you use a pen, I would highly suggest that you can erase it. Okay? All right. So we're going to get rid of this. How do we get rid of plus 8? Subtract 8. Step 1 minus 8. I'm getting ahead of myself. It's okay. I'm really excited today. All right, these go away. It's always fun to cross stuff out because, especially math, it's like killing math. So then we have 6x equals 42. All right, our next step we're going to do is what? Yeah, divide by 6. X equals 7. Okay. Y'all kind of see the process in this. Some of y'all are like, oh my gosh, this is so boring. Oh. Would y'all rather done this today or this yesterday on the first day of school? Today. Yay! Just wait till Monday. We have 16 steps to do. It's amazing. All right. So some of y'all are like, I don't know if he's joking or not. All right. There's my little wall that helps me so I can isolate things and see things and stuff. I do know that some people have issues of visual spatial. All right. Here's my variable. What is my first step I'm going to do? Yeah, I'm going to add. I'm going to add 7. You can, however you write it. If I write add 7 and you write something different, don't erase what you wrote because that's what you thought of. Okay. I'm not programming you that way. All right. I am working on reprogramming some of y'all. All right. Now we're going to multiply. Some people have put times 2. Be very careful about writing your times as an X because now, look, it's algebra. We have letters everywhere. Okay. And I'll explain why some of this seems kind of hard because the over the counter thing like Tylenol was opium back in the days. Like, I got a headache, I take opium. Opium is like Oxycontin and all these stuff that people get addicted to, heroin. So that's why math is hard. Okay. People did drugs and created math. All right. Does it make sense now? No, no, seriously, it does. Like, look, look, like at the times when this stuff was created, the number one like thing, like Tylenol, like some of y'all take Tylenol for everything. Okay, imagine taking like morphine or heroin for like a headache. Okay, yeah, and they can smell colors, and they're like, let's just put letters with numbers. Okay, yeah, they were sloshed. Okay, all right. Now we're going to hold up on this practice. This is actually where we're going to stop the recording. I'm going to let them practice and then we're going to come back. If you are following along at home, thank you for watching. Don't forget, hit subscribe, hit the like, hit the bell. Okay. Good stuff, good things. Roll Tide.